Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Cincinnati Spotter 210 here as always, and today I'm going to be bringing you the 15th airport update. This one for the month of June 2021. Sorry about this update being a little late, but of course you know the airport by now if you've been with the channel in the past year. This is the Gunnison Montrose Regional Airport, or the West Colorado International Airport, codenamed GMR. And today's airport update is going to be the end of June, going to be in the evening hour. Without any further ado, let's get right into it, guys. We're going to be kicking off the update down here at the end of runway 25, where we have an Allegiant Air Airbus A320 awaiting to enter the runway. This aircraft arrived in from Destin VPS in Florida, and that is where it's scheduled to make the turnaround flight to as soon as the aircraft on the runway vacates the runway. And that aircraft on the runway just landed in from Concord, California. We have this JSX Embraer E145. As I said, this aircraft arrived in from Concord and is just serving one of the weekday routes to and from Concord, so that's where it'll be heading back out to in about half an hour or so. From there, I'll just take you over to the cargo ramp, where we only have one aircraft of any movement today. Just arrived in about 3 hours ago from Laredo, Texas. We have this DHL operated by Air Transport International, Boeing 757-200. This aircraft, like I said, arrived in from Laredo, and that's where it will be heading back off to later in the midnight hours. Of course, we had the white Airbus A321 that's become resident at the airport in the past couple months, and still hasn't moved. So we're just going to go ahead and go on from that over to the Grooms Air National Guard base, where once again nothing much has moved. A lot of aircraft are actually in the hangars at the moment, but of course you got the F-16 flight line and the S-3 Viking flight line, and not too much special happening over there. But this weekend, which will be the 4th of July weekend, big holiday here in the United States, of course, and this ramp will be full of all sorts of cool aircraft visiting in for GMR's second annual 4th of July Freedom Over the Rockies Air Show. And maybe, just maybe, I'll film the July update this weekend and I can get those aircraft in there for you. But if not, well, I'll be sure to definitely include some photos in the July update. But without any further rambling, we can move on to the Patriot Air ramp, where we have both of Patriot Air's MD-80s. Now, at the time of recording this video, Patriot Air has unfortunately retired their solo Airbus A310, but the MD-80s and Basler BT-67s are still going strong. In fact, all the Baslers are out serving the second half of the weekday shuttle flights. So the flight to Denver, the flight to Kalispell, and the flight to Bozeman, Montana. All those are in service at the moment, and so therefore the aircraft are not at the airport at the moment. And then moving on to the signature FBO ramp, we only have one aircraft really doing anything right now. This private Airbus A320, of course belonging to the local Newman's Hill Corporation. This aircraft will be being loaded up. It will be loaded up for a flight off to Vancouver, Canada. There actually is an Air Canada flight out of GMR to Vancouver on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But it looks like the Newman's Hill Corporation wanted to get in a flight on a Tuesday, which is when I'm recording this. Over at the terminal, in the evenings, we sort of have a mini Delta rush going on. The first aircraft belonging to that rush is this Boeing 737-900, of course belonging to Delta. This aircraft is just awaiting a tug to be pushed back for a flight to Austin, Texas, which is becoming a very popular flight out of the GMR airport. Both passengers from Austin seem to love the Rockies, and people in the Rockies seem to love Austin. So that flight's performing very well. Maybe Delta might even upgrade it some down the road. Who knows? And right beside it, at the airport's second and only jet bridge, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A220-100 or CS-100. Yes, I'm going to keep on saying that. No, I call it both, depending on who I'm talking to. But this aircraft arrived in from Seattle, Washington, and that is where it will be heading back out to. Bags are just being unloaded currently, and the turnaround will begin as soon as the last baggage is unloaded. And the third and final Delta aircraft of the update, we have this CRJ-200, of course operated by SkyWest. This aircraft was operating the Santa Fe, New Mexico essential service route, and that is where it will be departing back out to. And for the last aircraft of the update, of course, we've got the beautiful United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the new livery. This aircraft will be making a flight to Denver tonight after, well, that's where it arrived in from. A lot of flights out of here go right back to where they came from, it seems like, but hopefully, I mean, GMR is still projected to grow, as long as I, of course, can keep it going. So, yeah, going to Denver, came from Denver, United Airlines. Once again, guys, I'm very sorry this update came out a little later in the month than I would have hoped to. I've had one heck of a month. I mean, it is summer, but still really busy. But without any further rambling, I think this will conclude this month's airport update. As always, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate all of you. And, yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next update. Bye-bye.
Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night